this field of engineering.
Hmm?
There's this particular app we have in our in for that helps you open DWG files
Yeah,
on
that
your
one I use,
phone.
like I use and open DWG. It's called DWG.
Mm.
Okay, that app that I use and open, yes. Yes.
And this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying, man. See, in a well functioning system, right? There are different disciplines of civil engineering that we study. There's the structural discipline, there's the construction discipline, there's water, there's geotechnics. There are different disciplines. But given the way our economy is, obviously you're going to marry different things together. There's a difference between an earthquake engineer and a geotechnics engineer. You understand? But I know when you come to this our Nigerian setting, I can remember one time I was talking with one of our doctors from school that taught us water. So I was telling him that I would like to do my masters in construction. In construction, do you know what he said? He said that's a waste of money. That anybody can go to site and be an expert as a construction engineer. You see,
Uh,
but in a functional society, that's not how it's supposed to be. If you want to specify in that area, specify in that area. You want to go and do your master's in structure, you go and do your master's in structure. So if you lump one person into everything, one person that studied civil, that one person go dey do QS.
I shall do
Yes,
many things.
sometimes
I shall do
you
many
go dey do
things.
architects.
And
You go dey do.
I shall do many things not good for person. But I have it in the tip of my finger. Only me as an electrician. And you know, like there's many. I don't know about where you are staying, but where me as a stay, but a very common thing. Say, as engineer, you sabi supervise electrical. Now for this side now where they see mechanical they do their thing. Normally you supposed to do everything. I know because sometimes I go supervise project the place I go come get issue na for plumbing. I dey talk to plumber go dey surprise say I no know some things. As in,
See,
yes.
see,
I dey
see,
make some na still dey come question
see,
all
see,
those small
see,
projects
see,
fine.
yeah, see, general, see that one now, is where being a construction engineer comes in. For instance, now for PM now, for a PM, you don't have to be a structural engineer to be a PM. You can be an architect and be a PM, that's project manager, or be a construction engineer and be
Yeah.
a PM. Why? Because PM thinks overview of civil works, just have basic knowledge of these things here and there, here and there, here and there, and know how to interact with
Yeah.
people on site. Basically, you understand?
Yeah.
That's what they do. If you are the structurer now and you get to site, everybody knows that if they see reinforcement, they suppose they see your picture inside them. As long as they no be reinforcement, it no dey compulsory make you get idea of where the see. It no dey compulsory except if it has an impact on your design.
Yes, yes.
If it doesn't have an impact on your design, like for instance now, plastering now, besides your beside all those things,
Plastering
it
no
doesn't
suppose
have
enter.
any. Do you understand?
Even when you are doing block work, sef, after call the call say no.
Do you understand? As a structural engineer, you've designed the structure as a frame. For you, it's a frame. If they want to put glass there, it will stand. Anything they want to put, you've designed it already as a frame. You understand? But if you are now a construction engineer, like site engineers are usually construction engineers, now that one way you fit on they ask you wetin be the mix ratio of the plaster sand. Other than that, you will be structural. Wetin you wan use the mix ratio of the plaster sand do?
But
You know.
when you don't know say okay this structure just established, but if you come go one place the way they go do you go feel very stupid say you be engineer sef. Like normally the way we dey now we go do our design and detail and everything we go feel like okay confidence we do right. Wahala if dey carry you go one kind project wey be say na alaji
I think
but
I think it's almost a general Nigerian thing. I never travel really past Nigeria, so I know say na African thing.
no
In the sense that no,
everybody
in the sense that you go see person wey tell you say him go school go learn mech engine, you go give am car. Big start. You go think say everything about mech na car, but there's production engineering under mech. There's metal and fabrication. There are different things. Under mech. E dey like chemical engineering now. There's a part of chemical engineering that is what's it called, factory design. Designing those there's a part of chemical engineering that's more inclined to fluid transportation, something of that nature. It's broad. There's a part that their work they align so much to lab. You get some they are very very far from lab. But person just here say you study chemical or petrochemicals, they don't say na shell we don't. It's not always like
That is
that.
true. It's true. That is true.
Or you study EIE, next thing wey they want make you do na make they climb the connect wire. You connect wires. It's not always like that. I think it's because of how our economy is where everybody dey find food chop. So if you dey find food chop, you
Yeah,
go just
like, I
stretch
feel like
use
you know,
wetin
like
you
like
find.
when you talk say Nigerians we like things that we didn't pay for. Like if you tell me say you want deliver A, I want make a come say you deliver A B C, I will be happy. So even if ideally I suppose only deliver A, so far another person don't go deliver A B C, we go use that if I don't deliver A B C, I know deliver.
Yeah, sabi your work.
And most times
Everybody want make you go some sorry. Everybody go want make you go some unnecessary extra mile.
as well for kind of necessary
Extra mile. See, you get some kind of extra mile wey cover, like for instance now, if you're a structural engineer now, your extra mile is your deliver on time, deliver a work that has minimal to zero errors. Package your work well. If they give am, if na print you make e dey alright, you understand? Minimal errors. The extra mile wey you go do wey you come dey very more than say dey tell me you do structural drawing, you go come and say submit structural drawing, you go just tell the man say I did M&E too. Who send you, bro?
and structure
The
no
kind of money wey dey give you go do structure, you come make am think say that money wey he give you, if you use am fit do structure and M&E together
yes,
tomorrow.
people dey do agreement for contract sef and na based on say na as e be. The way you and you just agree na so e be. No like standard process and everything for am. So na why you go dey see say we go dey get agreement and people go dey. For instance, person go just meet you say I wan do this thing, design this thing for me. Now I talk of for instance in architectural sector now. People maybe because you're a graduate engineer or graduate architect, the next thing you go see you don waste your time and effort design something, do rendering and everything, just present am to am. The person go say you fit do this thing, change it, change. Once you don change, you go say how much this thing fit cost? Maybe you just open your mouth talk say so money. You go say okay, then you go move. You go say you no wan do am again. Like sometimes they feel like say na AI you dey use print those things. They dey because the only way I fit explain this thing say maybe they think say na AI. All those things na because structure no dey to guide person wey just dey like this. You understand wetin I dey talk now? You know say you need to have a structured system like the way big companies like this go get contract, all these things. If you pull out of contract, e get implications and everything. But once you dey on your own, and which dey common for this country, be say structure no dey.
Bro, you remember that project we are on in Abuja? You see a lot of people on site, and all of them have designated roles. You have PM, you have technical manager, you have site supervisor, you have site engineer.
I knew that there were all these people. There were all these people. For bread, the only person I know na just the contractor, the engineer, you and work.
Do you understand?
I didn't know who is QAQC, who is this one? Why are these all
That's
these people?
beggar for you. Beggar ask everything.
But when you now come into meetings now, then you now understand everybody's role, because then you see the project manager is not talking so much. The technical manager is assessing technical things. Your HSC is answering HSC questions. Your QAQC is. You understand everybody's role. It's not one person a PM, that one person a technical manager, one person a site supervisor.
One so Ibrahim wan do for first meeting when they bad fashion, go find. But see,
I don't go forget that first meeting. When person talk say chairman, please excuse me. We'll be talking for like 1 hour. They are not taking any notes. Say they are not taking any notes. And bam. How many weeks later we are seeing the result of them not taking notes.
And when can you give us what we need? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You know what you say? Even if you have it will take you 1 week. Okay, 4 weeks. Now when they came and say, "Oh, this is only happen 2 weeks," they tell you this time.
Some of all those things, 14 days don't pass, they never even close them out. So.
Wait. Now people wey you are work they extend in them like.
Yes, that's it. You know say based on your experience, you know say this thing go take like 4 months. Let's go tell you, say go tell me.
The way they carry a positive guy, you know. He don't even want to talk 1 month. Him still make am 4 weeks. He go still extend that 4 weeks. It go be 8 weeks. You know be 2 months.
Ah!
2 months too long.
Hey God! Me, and I go no say wahala dey
Everything 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks. But I say, bro, shey you know wetin they ask you about?
How long it go take to finish this project? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, but this one I need to.
I said, why you don't come,
Oh boy.
But what do you
Yeah,
what do you?
Monday meeting, we are meeting is next week though.
I had personal thing for meeting. I feel like the meeting na one serious place where people dey come. No, I don't want to use the word waste, but people dey elongate things. Many meeting don dey. Wetin I fit tell you? Come go, come go, come go. I don finish ba. But
Yeah.
you come, more go. Oh God! I go just dey irritated. I don't think dey stress me. I no like.
Man, like dey irritate us because most of the things wey you talk, you no concern us.
Other side.
For the whole 2 hours meeting, we just talk 5 minutes. That is all that concern us.
Yes.
The remaining na them go just dey talk their thing, mechanical, this one, M&A.
You know, say all those ones is because we close out issues before meeting days. So people don't even interact with themselves
After
before
your
meeting
project
days.
engineer no close issue, wetin your building dey stand on if your engineer never close?
I say we will close out issues.
We cannot
We
abandon
will,
our problem.
we will close out issues even before meetings. You know,
But
and
you know, we are structured. You don't used to have any problem. Like,
You are not.
see
you
left
cannot
for
have
me.
problem. You cannot have problem.
See left for me. Left for.
One person get too much time in hand, I in the place and they do all this and long things. It's
Exactly.
long things that it's not.
They get
Any
that.
meeting.
See one time I don't like our architects. Sometimes some architects. Sometimes I feel like if they just and this thing happens. You know, if you're a creative person too, like you design stuff, sometimes you look at something that you've designed, and on your own, nobody go send you. You go just think, man, come out like 2 columns. This thing will stand. Man, put cantilever here. Man, try new concepts. You know, when you're already done with the work, but you're looking at your work again. You're thinking there's something I could have done better. But instead of you, may you wait, may the next job come. You go start doing the corrections. after design concept has been done.
You don't look this one. You don't look that.
That's what I was saying. Which is the background about. I was thinking to myself that more deadline are putting like when you live very close to the deadline. The reason why we get all those papa hours who they get for deadline are because now there you go. The deadline shows you what is important and what is not. For instance, once they tell you say something wey you go dey do for 3 weeks, you dey do one small progress, go back, iterate and everything. Once they just tell you say submit in 1 hour, before now there everything go clear for
You go focus on the essentials.
The line go just be drawn. Wetin dey important for you, wetin no dey important. Because you go touch this one, this one, go delete. You no go like
You know, go overflow the issue.
if you have enough time, if you want to delete something, you'll be thinking, should I delete it?
you will not even think twice. You just be going straight
like-
to the point.
So deadline, I feel like na very important factor. But sometimes again,
Ah.
no go give person that guy wey talk say him fit do everything for 2 weeks. No go give am deadline because that guy he go really delete am for that deadline. I guarantee you. See, the only way they
I don't even when I was at the fight there now because he said you play one post. Person dey tell am something, they tell the person say why you dey dey happy. Mama don confuse.
I can't shoot. You know that guy.
Hey, why are you angry?
He dey do one for the guy.
You know the sensitivity never smile.
He concerned. Oh my.
Oh, that
Oh,
was confused.
na for which side this person? Na the same person you are. Okay.
I said that today they tell these people say, "Whoa, you want do workability for this site? It go long because this person wey we get for here, one person like 3 person no fit dey ask am question the same question at the same time. Him brain no go pick. He go tell you say calm down.
Okay. No people dey like that actually. I don't really like the get 3 people dey talk at the same time.
You know this process. Oga go just dey confusing as he will not look tired. He is a kind of person that used to smoke. I'm sure that he will be looking for his.
Na true. Oh, those are people. He no dey with him abi that o. He dey far. No, but me sef, I don't like people like struggling me with conversation at the same time. Dey stress me.
But on this project, that is how it is. Acha might be talking, this person might be talking like, and we are asking the same question. It's not a different question, but
But
people are just
The
asking
reason why
different
he dey do like
perspectives.
that,
But Oga
he don
cannot.
tell you
First week, do
assimilate.
this
He
thing.
cannot.
Okay. Second week,
Yes.
do this thing.
In
Third week.
compounder about that.
So
Like-
I was telling my sister, I said, if you want to do, you know this CB now, you know, so you go hack yourself, you will talk to your work well under pressure.
Ability to work under pressure.
I said, I would rather say I have the ability to work in a way that will avoid working under pressure. So person like that, what you need to like, if you know say you know if you work under pressure, then make sure say whatever you do, have it in your mind, say make you done way you go avoid pressure, way everything go dey in order.
Yeah.
Because you talk say na because deadline, they don't give am this week, him carry am go next week. They come carry another one come. So definitely they must compound am on you know. So that one na like self-inflicted something. That one na himself.
As he with second time the guy came to
But the project manager.
Yes.
the second time that
Project
guy
manager
that
suppose get
was
that kind of skill set now.
that guy that was with him
Job.
was the accountant. It's not that he employed somebody new as an engineer.
Wait. That guy is the accountant.
Yes, it's the accountant.
When they take minutes.
I'm telling you, it's the accountant though.
I actually thought he was like a technical
He's
person.
not a technical person. He's the accountant of the two. He did the office now. Now accountant.
Guy, that guy they do pass account. You see, they over deliver.
That's what I say. That's what I say. You know. That's what I
I know we
say.
say
And you know, when.
Yeah, like you will see now. When is our meeting? Meeting is next week. Throughout next week, if you are going to Ibrahim office, you go to see that.
yes.
Because now that guy go dey give out.
Now they press the guy, now they press the PM for meeting. Say, get this document. When they ask you meeting, say this is everything you talk.
Are you serious?
Then now,
I tell you.
because
Oh,
that
man.
meeting, when he came, I heard he was doing this or say.
Listen, are strong. This
is what they ask.
these are strong. These are strong allegations. So. These are strong allegations. So.
Problem dey with that though.
The PM be like, you know, I stop picking with the.
Like, see, you will not see him on that seat. He will not be stable. Like, see that way this hand dey move, make dey look for like he go just dey look for something wey go make am stable. He go dey shake like him brain no go boot well again. And they always dey feel say I will meeting dey go.
Oh boy.
He know dey.
Is that he's new to it or something dey wrong?
It's not new to it, but they are not new to it. It's a proper system.
Okay.
A
You
proper
know,
system.
actually, it's coming from road. I don't know how they used to do their road. But
Yes, it's coming from road.
Like the road
Yes.
don't get too many
See,
like this. All
Exactly.
this.
You know.
And this is building.
They don't hold.
Yes.
Welcome to our podcast.
See, you know when all this thing wey bricklayer we don't experience too much. You go side. This engineer.
I'm gonna ask you another question. Now, wetin dey use?
Ah God. You know why this dey piss me off? When I dey see am, I will call the reason say so now the kind eye wey dey look me dey look me say both of us na engineers. Ah beg
Funny enough, people
God.
tell you say this one na just book, and there's a way they have a way to convince the client that they are better than you, and the client dey believe because they don't care. For instance, there was a project I saw. They put reinforcement for column. I was telling you about it. They put reinforcement for column. He now came and now told the client. He said, "Now look at what this engineer did. You see what he did? That's what they taught him in the school. But now, based on my experience, now when person don dey say based on my experience, that I don dey follow you." I want that one dey call you. I mean, I don't agree. He said, based on your experience, the reinforcement as e dey, say they suppose. You understand? And it's making sense, bro. Because if you twist the reinforcement, to me, I feel like it go really hug the concrete. So then the person was like, then the wife of the client was like, she was telling me now that this foreman knows better than the engineer because even the foreman was explaining to them and the thing was making sense.
Are you serious?
And me, that one was not into this engineering.
Na so snake tell if me chop. It was making sense
I
too.
was not into engineering part. So me myself, I believe. Until I came into the part before now.
You see, but this is the thing. I think that means that okay at the engineering profession, and I think this is one thing I love to do, right? Me dey try explain wetin you mean to layman terms. Of course, it's good to be technical. You understand? But you will design the structure. You know the bending moment and this way. Nobody drop all those kinds of things on site. Nobody go fit follow you. You understand? But if you see people like Foreman now, they don't go use all those terms. They no go tell you say, okay, this is the moment action here, this is the moment action here. Wetin concern them about the moment action there? But e get the way they go put am to you, ba.
Yeah.
You wey you know you have no technical knowledge, you go feel say this thing dey make sense. If you're able to communicate to your clients like that, you bridge that gap.
But
If not,
but when I feel like the problem here is I didn't even know that I need to come. For instance, now I've done the right. I didn't. I did the right thing in the way that I didn't even need to explain to you much. You understand? So I just told you that okay, we go put this iron to carry this load. Now this is layman communication. Now I've gone because I don't. You know when you have something to prove. You know when you are trying to do something corny.
Yes,
you
yes,
really have to
yes.
have something to prove. So I've done my part. So would I go back and explain to you that this iron? You understand? Because I know I don't have to. You understand? So I will not go because my conscience is clear.
yeah.
Now person wey need carry that project from you wey need to feed the family now go look you from far. You go come look am look am. You know this foreman na very funny like I dey tell you say e get the way na small thing na foreman go tell you say him fit chase concrete tell you. Ask me because they are very funny people. They will always watch you do your thing and they are very composed. They learn how to be cunning. They are very composed. They will watch you do your thing as engineer and they will now say especially when they are older than you, that's the best part. That's the best way to catch you.
But
They will just
but
when they do this face. That means they're trying to see the limitations of your age.
but you
Then
see,
you'll not start building on that.
but you see the thing, you see the thing. Any side where you enter to be an engineer, ba, first thing wey you always carry over that side now, make you dey very humble. Dey very humble to the ground. I remember one side I was working on, right, when I was doing my IT. It was the carpenter I was relating with. When he was going to mark out the staircase, it was a real estate project. You know the way in Nigeria real estate dey, something go dey drawing, everybody go do it. Wetin dey their mind eventually. So when the guy was doing the staircase now, was when the guy now called me and was going through this discuss and everything. So then it was not clocking in my head as he said, and I said, "Wow, this is essentially Pythagoras theory. You understand? Triangles and all and everything. You get your idea. So when you meet everybody, we understand and say, bro, omo, me I just want learn. There'll be less judgment on your part. There'll be less judgment on your part. There'll be less all that thing. There'll be less pressure for performance on your part. Normally, see, one thing I know is that to a large extent, right, knowledge breeds pride. If you know, knowledge breeds
Right,
pride.
yeah, yeah.
Knowledge breeds pride. You get the way you go know something back. You go want people know so you know am. Knowledge breeds pride. But if you're able to eliminate that and just compose, just go with them small, they don't even know say you sabi this thing. Yeah, but at the time, you suppose stand on your ground because, like when I was in my IT, I was working for a real estate company, right? So I was an intern though, but like the site engineer intern with them. So they were building this foundation wall, right? They've gone about 6, 7 coach, you get, because based on the terrain of one side of foundation, and there was no chain beam connecting the two pillars together. And of course, settlement, that thing is going to fall. And it was a rainy season. So me, I'd called the site engineer there and was like, "Sir, this thing, are you sure it's alright and everything?" So he now sat me down and told me, "See, there are some things you learn in school, you don't apply outside, don't worry." Blah, 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 blah. We went home on Friday. We came back on Monday. That whole wall has fallen out. See, but when the good thing about being humble is that it will give you some measure of respect, and then you don't rub it in anybody's face. People, because one thing about humans is that if people like people that can give them praise in public, but they consult you in secret. Remember that thing the engineer was saying that the one of the key difference between architects and engineers, as in the public relation aspect, right, is how they relate to their clients. You understand? Like that's one thing I feel us as engineers we need to really equal and have to be very, very diplomatic with some of these guys. Because architects will be telling you crazy ideas that don't work. You understand? You go dey look am with eyes like wetin you wan achieve like this. You get, but you have to learn how to be diplomatic while with them. Because if you're not diplomatic with them, people might more. Let me phrase this thing very well. If you're not diplomatic with them, there is a natural instinct to just relate your comments with arrogance instead of coming from authority. Like for instance, now that one you were talking that the foreman was explaining something to you and it was making sense. If you call that foreman now, oh yeah, you fit defend this thing with code. Full Euro code where you go drop for in front, BS code where you go drop for in front. You no go see one page. You understand? You don't go see one page. You don't go see one page. You don't go see one page. You don't go. You don't go see one page. You don't go see one page. You don't go see one page. You don't go see one page where defend wetin dey talk. But e get the way you go put am to you, ba.
You really sound so talking about BSco because you say you teach yourself, I tell you own a book. You're proving it right. Exactly. But one thing I want to point out about this architect and engineering thing is, for me, like I told you, the kind of problem I have is the kind of the work process when you don't really give out work. Okay, structural engineer work on this and the person don't go far.
Once they change the grid lines.
That one maybe I think they should be. We'll talk about that as a solution. They should find a solution to it. But the real problem, like this general problem of architects doing unimaginable structures, totally slang, and it's not. To me, I feel like that's the creative part of it. If they made all engineers to be the one doing their architectural work, then all houses will be boxes. Straight up boxes. There will not be creativity because as we're doing creative, we'll be limited by so many constraints of to do this one will stress.
That one day. We might be looking for a much more stable system.
I feel like that's the beauty of it, for them to only, like, without limitations, express the art of space and everything, and us in all constraints and whatever creativity we will get, to channeling our creativity into making it happen, and then to now make the society and the whole space thing become beautiful. So to me, I feel it's okay. All we need to do is to now find a way to meet up. I think.
No doubt. No doubt. Everything is buildable. But some parameters would have to change at some point. Let's say, for instance, now a client, a client's architect or wherever, they are envisioning a 6 meter cantilever slab, right? And then the beam they want to carry that slab, it's not even along the span of the cantilever. You know what I'm talking about? So it's an entire cantilever just coming out 6 meter, and there's block load at the edge of the cantilever. Some parameters will have to change. That slab can no longer be 150. That slab will probably now have to be 250. But imagine when the architect or whoever it is now putting their foot down and saying it must be one. These are the issues. You get, you've designed something, but also be open that, okay, this is how this thing works. This is what's going to make the system work. Okay, your columns, you want your columns to be 230. Bros, if you no fly like that, let's use 250. Let's use 300. Those ones are, sorry, but you understand. Yeah, yes, those are those kind of changes you get. Even me as an engineer, safe, I'll be very honest. When you see some structures and you look at the structure and you're like, whoever designs really stand, is a good reputation on everybody.
Yeah, and I think the architect, they should also be like a little bit flexible. Like architect, they always want to stand. But you engineer, you can always do anyhow. You can always find.
Okay, the way they will say this their wall one.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't like. They should also
Try
allow
to
a
be
little bit flexible.
Yes.
And also another in time. And I think maybe this is also on our fault because they will just do something and say, "Hey, in the next 2 hours, we want me to do this."
This why you're speaking now. It's based on our own personal experience.
No,
we don't have it outside.
No, but it happens for so many.
It happens so even in Burj Khalifa, no, so when they don't start the building, where the architect can't do that call.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it happen even for freelance because it get time where you go say you want to design something, but they go give you time to do your architecture or whatever. And once they don't finish, but I realize that dopamine go just hit them. Boom, they go say, hey, I want this tomorrow.
Yes. No, but when they see yes, I think a lot of people don't understand the different disciplines that go into construction drawings. There's architectural, there's structural, there's mechanical, there's electrical, there's infrastructure too. You put these 5 drawings together. But some people, when they see the architectural design, not even the architectural working drawing, just architectural design, just 3D. Once you show them 3D, they believe that with this 3D, oh yeah, tomorrow give me construction drawing. That's not how it is. Things take time. You have to do your analysis.
They don't appreciate the analytical.
Yes, they don't appreciate the work that go into it.
And I think architectural is what you see.
Yes.
Anything structural do, you don't see. So
Nobody.
you can't appreciate what you don't
Do
see.
you understand?
I'm not seeing your problem, so why
But,
you take it so
but one
long?
thing is, if the structure doesn't get it right, you'll see it. Because
Yeah,
once they do the rock collapse,
They don't be that architect.
the next thing is that your reward is a heaven. Because you know the music for you.
Hey man. I remember when I was chatting with one of my relatives is a contractor too. He was telling me that there are buildings in Lagos that their columns are built without basket.
Without what?
Basket
Okay, for the under. For the
for column footings, and there's no basket under.
it happen now. Solid rock. You know me there.
Hey God.
And funny enough, person go do all those things, the wrong movement and everything. And when they see it stand and they see your own, all your creativity,
Exactly.
they also stand.
Both of
The
them.
next one is stand. So what is your creativity all about? Then be like, please, that guy, like,
He's standing to a point. You know, I'm trying to remember the exact project, but they were doing a cantilever, right? So they had columns at the edge. You know, so at the cantilever, yes. So, but there's no beam at the end of that cantilever. So it's a slab, but they want column to stand from it. The bend from under, you know, you're supposed to anchor into the slab very, very well, right? So when I got to the site, I was just passing through the site, and I saw that what they were using, their bend, was about 300. So I called the client then. So he said, and he has one architect was supervising the work on site. So I met the architect. That was it. Guy told me, you are worrying yourself. Don't worry. They always stand.
At the end of the day.
They always stand. You know, I think the fact that like you said, people don't see what goes on at the back. That's what's there's no appreciation for it.
Yeah.
I think in some regards, safe. I think civil engineers have even gone far. Some people have even pity safe. Is this M&E safe?
Yeah.
So many people. How many people they can really consider M&E?
Even myself, I know they.
You're a professional, tell me. You're a professional. How many they really consider M&E?
Right.
Once you have this, people have drawn floor plans on the sand and say go and build. And some people take it as pride. Sometimes I look at it, I'm like, you don't understand that because this building is standing on vibes and inshallah does not mean that.
Yes.
That's how it's supposed to be.
If you look at
That's how it's supposed to be.
if we try to, I feel
You
like
get?
if we try to convince like people with this thing, at the end of the day, we will talk everything they go talk. Because bro, you will talk too much. You will talk like how what was his name that he's trying to sell his new concept of fuel in Nigeria. You see the way he talk?
Dangote.
Or more. I'm like, this guy don't there everywhere. They like there or more. Like I feel like at the end of the day, after all is being said, after all is being said and done, like I saw someone they say after all is being said and done, more is said than done.
That's true. Why you said that?
But already like no matter how you say it, it's just our way of showing that we have problem. Because if we say okay, engineers will start creating awareness, that's to our term is awareness. But to them, these days engineers don't talk too much.
No,
So
but
it's add to our desperation.
but with the way buildings are collapsing now, I think people are starting to understand that.
It's too far now for them to
You need to. It's too far for them
it's too far. It collapse for Abuja, it collapse for Abuja is here. Like that's people's mindset. Like so far their own never collapse. So it takes till they have their own experience to adopt whatever they're saying. The person will do your own collapse down and in concern.
I remember when we were looking
That's what they're thinking.
for house to rent in this place, right? I entered someone's house. To me, from the base till the ceiling, that wall are separated.
Like separate like this or
Yes.
like this.
Vertically,
Okay.
that wall are separated. People were still there. But that's not the one that is shocking me. You know what's shocking me?
Shit.
No, you want to lease this house to another person to come and enter inside.
Are you serious?
Do you understand?
Oh,
Do you understand? So much audacity. Like you entered and you and the person say it's not really a problem.
something like about to collapse.
Told me. It's not really a problem. You can see the crack. See, I'm not exaggerating that if you look through that crack, you see what is at the other side of the that's separated. See, it's not really a problem. That this place is like that. Almost everybody.
Black cotton soil. And
Guy!
this right thing
That's the thing that you say. People normalize abnormalities. You just normalize it. In this place, not only one basket would they use. What if me I'm telling you that, bro, I tried design this thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. If you want to use this particular size of footing bar, one no go work. Use top and bottom and say, okay, you know how much be iron now.
True.
Exactly.
Oh my
And,
God.
and another thing that you know that a lot of our designs, like when we design, you normally see like similar thing for like maybe if you are doing maybe just a bungalow or something, maybe if in most of your design you've seen similar reinforcement. So when me will be boy, I don't do all that 10 engineer, I don't see the white 10. Me too, I go start my own company and say, my white 10. So I think they don't understand. So once they see that I've been seeing the same thing, they think like, oh, that is just how it is.
That's a good apprenticeship.
People
It's
understand
good.
that engineering could have been easier and it could have been straightforward if there were no constraints. For instance, engineering is not about building it because anyone can build it. For instance, if I want to build this same structure, all I need to know is, okay, normally people put white there. So to be safe, there's intuition now. I can just use my intuition and say, use Y25. No matter what, I know Y25 will start. So I'm like going high on the high end. But now this is the constraint that we have as engineers, cost. So assuming there were no cost, anything we design and we see it looks like Y60 will do. Just put Y20. I don't even understand. It makes everything easy.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. Those constraints are what. That's why you can see. If like the way we're talking now, just bring someone that has been to science just 2 times or 3 times, ask him randomly, what diameter of badge do you think we should put here? And he can guess, and it will be the right thing. Why? Because it is okay for him to guess because he knows all you need to do is.
He has a little bit of experience.
Not only the
Yes.
experience, he has freedom to.
And the experience is here. So
Yeah.
so if you say it's more of like over design.
Yeah, thank you.
Right design. But like you say, that constraint of economy, right?
Okay.
But there's another constraint that makes that
Safety.
not just safety that makes that school taught to be problematic when you get to slabs. You don't want to overload your slab with dead weight. So your AS is very, very important, right? You can't now pick what's it called? Y12s. You replace them with Y25 and you now want to spread the mass like this. You're going to have the weight you have, the dead load on that thing is going to be crazy. That's another thing too. That's another thing too.
Spacing is too important because when you have too much spacing, I think it has what's going on? It has the failure you can see the sign. But when you over reinforce slabs,
Okay. When
their
is
failures
it?
don't have time. They just
It's because yes.
just drops. I've witnessed that with
It's almost like baskets. When there's a way you knit, it's essentially baskets. There's a way you knit the basket so much, it becomes like a solid. So if it's going to crack, it cracks like a solid. But when there's a little bit of flexibility, buildings expand, right? So the bars can act. The ones that are deflected that are supposed to go down, they will go down. But if they not see that space to go down, they will just sink. It was almost like think about canoes. You need a little bit of depression when you enter inside the sea. For Archimedes' principle to flow down and everything. But let's say you load it with something so heavy, it's not even going to go. It will just go down. It's not going to normalize. It's not going to normalize. You get? It just go down.
They used to consider weight when you want
Suspended slab. Weight is weight.
Is very
Wait.
important.
That's why, like, for instance now, even
Span.
even when you're on site, you can tell sometimes that, okay, if it's a ground slab, right, okay, this place with the lapping is not working, you can say, okay, put an additional bar there. But when you are above, you now have to consider, okay, you want them to put additional wire system across this span, extra weight. You are the engineer. If you are the engineer that designed it, if you're a structural engineer that designed it, and you know the load conditions, and you know that this slab, they threaten to fail already. You understand? You tell them it's not working, or you lose everything. You understand? But if it is not threatening failure, it's not. If you use Prota now, If they see your slab, they show you yellow. It's not green. Yellow is warning. It's not like something yellow is warning. But it depends on how you can set your parameters and everything. But let's say you don't they show you say wahala fit dey you go stand but wahala fit dey. It's already threatening failure. You are dangerously close to your deflection. What's it called? Your deflection check. You're dangerously close to it. You know that you have to take more considerations into those
And
things.
also, this deflection self is even something else. You know that sometimes some reinforcement that we put in the slab is not actually for load, it's just for deflection. It was when I started
Yeah.
doing this management that I started seeing some things. Like this, if you do design and just calculate it, maybe Y12 at 200 work, but it will not now pass deflection.
Deflection, yes.
So you now have to increase itself to Y12 at 150, which is not
Yes,
carrying.
like you
load.
reduce the spacing and
Yeah. It's
That's
not
not
for
deflection is
It's
the
it's
thing
not even
now.
for weight sef. When I started doing this with this your Chevy, you don't pass now fail. I come and say this guy, this guy don't cheat me. This guy don't
Which
cheat.
one is that? Okay, is it that YouTube video you sent to the group?
No, this one.
Chef who?
Yeah, the guy is on YouTube, sef. I saw this.
No, it's on YouTube, but it doesn't. I bought some courses.
Yeah, share now.
Yeah, no, I don't share it to me. Can share it. It's just
Right,
about
share,
conversation.
share.
We're just talking outside.
Mm.
But I can always share. But we run this thing so that we go.
They run
share
like
for
they
you.
run. They run. They run.
Yeah, that's good.
Won't start again. Yeah, they run.
I actually bought. I first bought for detailing. That time I was just at home and I bought detailing. So once in a while, even when I'm detailing, I refer to and understand the idea behind detailing. I'm not just putting it in my pocket. Then the guy is good. Like
You have
he
that
does
textbook. Do you have that textbook? Is it with you on site?
Which said?
Oh, you know,
okay, I
Oh
am.
yeah, yes.
I am.
easy on site. Eh?
Yeah, I have not.
This is
In case you are going into civil engineering structure, you see this book. This particular book is the best tool in my little experience. That will make you not just interested. That will make you not just interested in civil engineering, structural design, but
share the video now.
it gives quality information.
Told me how it now. I'll show you.
Midnight, 12 to 2.
The guy, but
Anywho,
because I was looking for tutorial.
this was fun. This is smart. This is Tommy. This is Zainab. As you stay longer, you see my face.
I was looking for Nigerian person.